Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Grow is here and grows, but guys, why grow is here? Grow is here and grows, but guys, why grow is here? Grow is here and grows, but guys, why grow is here? Grow is here and grows, but guys, why grow is here? That's why grow is here. That's why grow is here. That's why grow is here. You hear me? That's why grow is here. It's about God, honey. It's all about God. You and me. Growing in God. Glory be to God. See, I done took my focus off the problem, the oppression, and turned my focus to up yonder, the solution, honey. Up yonder, I'm telling you. I know I'm just as country as that thing, and I love it. I talk like them. And guess what else? I live like them. My life is like them. It's just like theirs, honey. I'm humble. I'm very humble. I'm very meek. I don't have much. I really don't. But everything I have, everything goes into grow. Meaning that I have a school in Kenya, and we have a building. We turned it into an orphanage, and the children are they're attending the school, and I fully support that school. That school is staffed by me, supported by me, and I work with a firefighter there. God allowed our paths to cross 2 years ago, and we've been working together ever since, and God blessed us here last year with this school. And so we got the children off the street who had no one and put them in this school. And we trying to build on and grow on and have more and more and more. So I have really, God has blessed me, honey, and I'm able to work, along with my disability, and I put in to grow, and that's the truth. That's it. You know, I'm doing it on my own. It's just me. I'm doing it by myself, and glory be to God. I put everything I have into grow, and that includes my life. Grow is my life. I ain't got time for foolishness. I ain't got time, for no little side play over here and over there. Okay, fine. Because see, I know how to love you from a distance. I really do. I don't have time for foolishness. When I was in the interview, for this new job I got, I told them, I said, I don't gossip. I'm not in that clique. I'm not in the gossiping clique. I'm a loner. I'm by myself, and I don't like that. And they said, we don't have that. And I'm gonna tell you something, they don't have it either. It's not there. It ain't no drama there where I'm at. Everybody get along. We really do. We work together as a team, and I really, really appreciate that. Coming from this horror scene, from where I just left, straight out of Toxicity City down there. I went down there trying to sow love, grow love, honey. I can't, every time. This last time I stepped down there, somebody who quit came back up in there, and before he left, he said, yeah, I carry 3 guns on me. But you already quit. Why you down here? What are you here for? See, it's foolishness and drama. And I ain't got time for that. Really, ain't nobody got time for that, honey. So my life is more to me than these pennies that you paying me. So I'm going to move on. She keep calling me back down there. She called me down there for the last time. Because look, this time, I said, okay, I'll be down there. And I'm thinking about this. I'm pulling myself. I'm dragging. I'm pulling myself because she asked me to come back again. And then, wait a minute, but then after that happened, something else happened. Wait a minute, let me tell you this. After that happened, after he left and said, yeah, I carry 3 guns on me, I'm good. Okay, I'm just listening. I'm listening to all this stuff going on, honey. Drama, 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 drama. You hear me? And more drama. But no more drama. And I'm telling you, no more drama for me. I'm done with drama. I ain't even gonna save it for my mama. I'm gonna put it on the podcast, put it on broadcast. This is my life, grow. And so after he left, with the rest of the little clique, because all of them was together. After he left, then the one stood there, and I was having a happy time. We down there, the three of us having a good time. And then she stood off to the side looking at us. And we busy over here. We working, we doing it, we getting it out, we rushing it through. Then all of a sudden she just stood there and said, "Y'all making me mad." Oh, I ain't done nothing to you. I ain't even said a word. We ain't even had a word. I'm telling you, honey, I ain't got time for that. So, when she asked me again to come back down there, I picked myself up and I drug myself. I said, "Okay, I'll be down there." She said, "She got you on the schedule." I didn't make it down there. I just couldn't. I can't do it no more. I know they need help, but you got the wrong kind of atmosphere down here. You ain't doing things right yourself. And I'm just, God done moved me on. You can't, yesterday is a memory. You can't keep going back. Can't keep going back to the definition of insanity, hon. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. At some point or another, you got to give it up, turn it loose, give it up, and turn it loose. I'm telling you, that's what you got to do to get the breakthrough. Give it up and turn it loose. Whatever it is that's trying to get you, you got to sow love into it. Love drives out hate. Drove him right on up out of there. It did. God said, "Let me show you something. Watch this. Be quiet for a minute. Don't say a word. When he raised up, you don't say nothing. And see what's getting ready to happen." I stopped arguing with him. He ain't had nothing else to argue about. Because, I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. Because, see, I was growing. But then, that wasn't good enough. No. Yeah, you doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you ain't messed up. But remember what you used to do. Remember who you used to be. See, Jackie, I remember when you said that. And I remember when you did that. Well, look here, Brian Hunt. I can't go back and change the past. I can't erase who I used to be. But I tell you what, God done forgave me. If you can't, then I don't know what to tell thee. Because, see, I'm beginning to like me. Matter of fact, I'm beginning to love me. I don't see what you see. You say I'm a bee. Oh, no, I see a queen, honey. I'm starting to see me in a different light. See, I was seeing what you were seeing because, see, I acted like that. But now I see who I really am. I'm a child of God. Pass me the side, honey. I love me. What you talking about? I remember, honey. I remember when I cut up and climbed. I remember when I did this and that. I remember I did this to me. But look here. I'm a new me. I'm being directed. I'm being directed by God. And I'm going to tell you something, honey. I love God's directions. I love knowing that I'm getting a breakthrough as I'm growing on. Honey, I hear the train blowing. I see the signs of hearts everywhere. Matter of fact, I'm looking at a heart. I'm looking at a heart right now up yonder. The tree that's facing my window, the top of the tree is shaped like heart. See, look, I'm focusing on the solution. I'm looking towards God because, see, God done give me all kind of signs. And I ain't never seen this before. And I've been living in this lighthouse for 2 years. Now, God done gave me another sign to look at. For the last month, I'm going to be here. I see a heart-shaped tree over there, over yonder. And I see some hearts forming in the sky. God is moving. The wind is changing direction. I see a change in people that I prayed for. I see a change in us because, see, as I'm going every day, I focus on the positive. I focus on the solution. And, she know that I was down there trying to do that and work it out. But, honey, I'm telling you something. I'm coming up against some powerful forces down there. And see, God done opened a door over here. What I didn't even think a door was going to be open. I started not to even apply for the job because I didn't even think I was going to get it. I started not to, because I know who I used to be. But I ain't that no more. I'm somebody else. But see, when I said go ahead, nothing beats a failure but a try. Go ahead and try for the job. Then maybe you can get out of all this toxicity city, all this confusion, all this spiteful backstabbing, smile in your face, all the time you want to take your play, all this foolishness going on down here, honey. So nothing beats a failure but a try. I put in for the position. It's a stepping stone, a beautiful stone to step on, and I'm standing on it. Standing in God. I'm going to stand on this stone until God bring on another stone, till the water can recede a little bit, where I can see. I'm going to step out on faith. I'm just going to step out on the Lord. See, because I'm already knowing what's coming, honey. God had already shown me. We growing. We on a beautiful journey. We rising up. Come on, Slovakia. We rising up. Come on, Switzerland. We rising up. Come on, Sweden. We rising up. Come on, United States. We growing all over the United States. And I'm grateful to God for that. Tell somebody you know to grow. Tell somebody you know in love. Come rise with us. Bring up some great mountains. Honey, I saw something so beautiful yesterday. It really, really touched me. I had such a beautiful day. I had such a beautiful day with my daughter. And do you know, 10 years ago, my daughter wouldn't even let me come within feet of her. She was under the forces. But I'm a praying mama. And I pray for my baby, honey. I pray. Because that child abuse that Bobby Craven did to her, it took a toll. It took a toll on my baby. And it's trying to take a stronghold on my son, honey. But I'm a praying mama. And I'm praying over those two legends. I'm praying that they break through. Because one thing I know is Bobby Craven got to look herself in the mirror and know what she did. And know that I haven't forgotten you. I remember you, Bobby Craven. I know what you did. And the world will know too what child abuse really is. See, a child is a young person, and all they need to do is grow. They already got the wisdom. The soul came from God. They already know. Just allow that child to grow. Instill what's supposed to be in that child, love. Don't put in hate that child. Allow that child to be who they want to be. Let them be, honey. Let them be free. I got a story to tell that you ain't going to believe. It's coming out as we grow. To God be the glory for the whole growth story, because it's something to behold. It's something to tell. And it's going to be told. Because God is a greater force than the evil of this world. Believe that. God is a greater force than the evil of this world. No matter what you're going through. There's a light side, and then there's a dark side. Honey, look to, yeah, see? The dark side tried to take my voice right there. Look to the light side. I know over there in the dark, it seems like it's a little light. Honey, do the right thing in front of you. Light and dark are two different things. And we need to shine the light of love of God on everything. We need to shine the light of love of God on everything. Sow love in your marriage. Sow love in your kids. Sow love in your job. Sow love with your cousins. Sow love mama and daddy. Honey, look, mama ain't no bee. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Except I know this. We down here living in hell with the condemned, and the condemned is taking over the human beings. See, we down here to have a physical experience. We down here to grow. We down here building on the kingdom, not our kingdom, building on for the kingdom of God. It's not about us, because when we leave here, we ain't keeping this stuff. It don't matter what you got. What kind of car you got? Oh, okay, you ain't keeping that. What kind of shoes you got? Oh, okay, well, when you leave here, they staying. It don't matter if you wear them. When you leave, they staying. What kind of house is that? Oh, okay. Well, you ain't keeping that. It's staying. I'm here to tell you, you only got it temporarily. It's just yours for a little while. It don't matter that you pass it down. You can say you're going to leave it for this, that, and the other, honey. After you leave, they fight over it. What y'all should do is just pass it around in the family. That's what we did with my book, the book my mother made of my brother. We just passed all his mementos and different things, his wallets in there. And then I got a picture that I had created of me and my other two siblings. And behind us, I had my brother superimposed. And, I kept it for a long time. Then I passed it on to my mother and my sister. So, they have that. And that's how we just share, the family thing. Why you got to keep it all? And why you got to keep all the money? Because, see, honey, you can have all the money in the bank, but you don't know. A pressure can come. The bank may crash. You don't know what's going on, honey. Hold on to your money, okay? And be greedy. And watch other people suffer. And lift you to who? No one. God's not looking at you. God is looking past you. The meek and humble shall inherit the earth. The first shall be last, and the last first in God. Do you know how easy it is for a rich man to get into the kingdom of God, who don't look out for his brother and his sister, down here on the earth all about himself? That's not the soul God is looking for. God is not looking at man-made kings and queens. God is looking at his kings and queens, the meek, the humble, those who are spirit love. That's why God takes the best. That's why they gone. They gone with the Lord. Those are legends. And they're not resting. They're not asleep. They're walking down here with us. They're guiding us. But who are you guided by? Because there's good and there's evil. Which one's guiding you? Is it good or is it evil? Are you being guided by love? Are you being guided by your own cold, selfish heart? Your own dark, twisted up heart. Your heart ain't even shaped right. You need to think about others. We need to make this world better. You see it's being taken over by evil. Change starts with us. You got to change. It's in you. You got some spare change. Everybody do. To begin to change hearts and minds to grow. For tomorrow, we got to begin today. Yesterday is a memory. We understand what happened. We know how it all went down. But let's grow. We are not who we used to be. We are of a renewed mind. Changed. We overcome. We are warriors, huh? We're defeaters. Till transition. We don't give up. We press on toward the mark of the high calling of God. Pass me the side. It's time to rise. It's time to live. It's time to grow. So let's sow as we grow. Let's rise up, kings and queens, linking up, locking up, your majesty in God who loves you and me. It's you and me, honey. You and me. I love that song. I really do. Running up that hill. That's me every day. Running up that hill for God. For these children who depend on me. And one day I hope that I can just be able to take care of me. But right now I think that I'm just going to be free right now. But one day I hope that I can put everything I have into grow, and I can have me a house somewhere. Just a little house, just in the field somewhere near the sky. Just a little house somewhere so that I can put everything I have in to grow. That's what I pray for. That's my prayer. And to break that celebrity ring and let them know it's time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. That's how we're going to do it. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. You and me, every day, we're going to defeat evil and oppression. Make the world great by driving out hate. I love you, kings and queens. Keep on rising, honey. Don't let nothing bring you down. Don't let nothing take over you but love. God bless you.